how do stress and emotional health show up physically more than people realize?
Ooh, this is so good. I go back to this word conditioning because we are conditioned as a society, right? We think we're machines and we need to do this and do that. And we have 24 hours in a day and we don't know how we're going to get all this in. We forget that we're human, right? And so oftentimes I say not that we cannot function in like high stress moments, but in isolated incidents. The chronicity of it is ultimately then what tears down your immune system because we're not meant to do that. We're not meant to be on the go all the time.
Stressed every day.
Yes. Whether it's physical, mental, it will break down your immune system over time. It's certainly not something that maybe happen in like a day or two, but over time you're going to notice. And then I see people present differently, meaning it depends what your immune system decided it couldn't handle because you now have lived this last 5 years worth of high stress and you don't know why you're sick.
I think it's a very common thing for women, especially, that we just push through so much. I'm going to squeeze one more thing in. And then the body suddenly just says, no, you will stop. In one fashion or another, it makes us stop. Whether you end up, like you said, very sick or God forbid you get some cancer, chronic disease, something like that. So I think the body eventually just says, I've had enough.
Absolutely.
I'm done. You didn't listen to my warning signs.
Absolutely. So as you had mentioned earlier, how like amazing the body is, like your body knows what to do. However, if you don't put it in its environment or you don't allow that, and that is not necessarily like, yes, the physical environment can play a role in your health, especially if it's poor. However, your internal environment. So when we are running like that all the time, our nervous system is in chronic fight or flight. So I always describe this to my patients as more of like your body, your nervous system doesn't understand that you're not being chased by a bear right now. It is wired to think that you are constantly being chased by a bear when you know that it's not, but your nervous system is feeling that way. So then ultimately, your body is not in a healing state. It will not heal as long as you're in that essentially fight mode. Absolutely. So that's where I always encourage, whether it's more ritual, like a habit or whatnot, to at least even give yourself 10 minutes of just no stimulation, whether that's laying in a bath, whether that's laying in a dark room, no phone, no nothing, no noise, and just allowing deep breathing, just allow your body to go back into that parasympathetic state to say, I'm safe. So it can know that it's safe, because that does play a big role in our ability to heal.